How you guys doing? Ron William here from Let's Talk by Knowledge and the company Gam Accounting. Today I will give you an update about the PPPs and EIDL stimulus checks and mainly the S corporation update for the shareholders that they get their income as a withdrawal and it's been listed on a K-1. And I will go in detail for this one. And I wish you stay tuned because there's a lot of information you need to know. First, the PPP and the EIDL, they're working. Unfortunately, they're not as good as people expected. So the PPP is running about less than 3% for those they applied. So the total number for the whole country is only about 3% or less to got their money. And they're not getting up to $2 million like they're saying, is much more or less $15,000, $25,000, $35,000. I don't know because of the size of the employer they're getting or what is the circumstances, no idea there. The EIDL, same exact scenario. People getting it by about less than 1%. 1%, less than 1% they're getting the money. But they're actually getting 1,000 to 1,000 based on what you reported on the application. Okay, so this is the PPP and EIDL. The stimulus checks absolutely working beautifully. I also have a comment from one of my videos. Someone mentioned, thank you so much, mentioned that someone that he knows, they got the payments. Today also I got about 2 or 3 clients. They told me you already got the $1,200 and this is awesome. It's working and next week there'll be more. And I think the IRS had a couple tweets or maybe one tweet saying that their process is going and next week, most of Americans will see it. On that note, the IRS will already released information about a website where you can go there and update your bank account for those that don't get refund or they get refund on a paper check. So you will have the opportunity to go there and to apply, to put your information. Once it comes alive, absolutely, I'm gonna make a video for you all to see it. The second part of this announcement is the IRS will have another website that you can see or track, if you will, track your payments. If you don't get it on time right now, that website, I believe, is coming on the 17th of this month, and therefore you can track it and see where you stand with these payments, okay? So that's all for the updates about the PPP, EIDL, and the stimulus checks. Now, I want to talk about this corporation with only one shareholder, which is pretty much the only owner. Let's agree on 2 facts. First fact is you elect for S corporation to waive the self-employment tax, the FICA tax, 15.3 of the total income. So if you don't elect into the S corporation, you will continue as to be a sole proprietor or a single LLC or a 1099 recipient, and therefore you report your income on a Schedule C, and there you will deduct your expenses, and the net you will pay a self-employment tax. Okay, the 15.3% on that net. It would go from your line 31 to your 1040, and this is where the taxes apply. Okay, so the main point is to waive the FICA tax. And therefore, you're not paying self-employment tax. Let's agree on that. The second part to agree on is the bill since it came out, the CARES Act is very confusing and there's not enough details or information that it could be more clear. That being said, I'm sorry, it's very frustrating to you all who are not qualified for the PPP, okay? You're not. If you are a S-Corp shareholder running the business by your own only, and you do not pay yourself a salary from the S corporation, you're not qualified for the PPP, okay? But if you're paying yourself a salary from the corporation, it's different. You'll be very qualified based on that salary, based on that W-2 is coming from your S corporation. So what happens, the instruction from the IRS is saying is you should pay yourself a salary from the corporation. So based on each industry, you will call it, you have to have a reasonable salary for that industry. So if you're in IT, marketing, medicine, Medicare, whatever the industry you're in, there is a salary range there. You take that salary from your corporation and also based on the total income of the corporation, you make that salary. And then you will pay the self-employment taxes through payroll taxes. Okay, the 15.3% will be paid from the corporation on your behalf and on the corporation behalf, and will be sent to the IRS, and this is your taxes, and therefore you're paying taxes, and that as a result you will be qualified for the PPP. But if you're taking all your income from the S corporation on a withdrawal, you're not paying the self-employment taxes, you're not having the Schedule SE, and therefore you're not qualified for the PPP. Okay. I know it's very frustrating. I know it's gonna upset a lot of people, but that's the consequences of having something versus the other. However, you're still qualified for the EIDL, the advance, and the loan. But the loan from EIDL, if you get it, it might not be forgivable. Just be sure. We don't know a lot about the forgiveness right now. We don't have enough information, how it's going to be, what's the qualification, how can I approve the purpose, or how the money I got for the loan, even the PPP, how I use it, how I can approve it exactly, other than we're talking about the payroll documents. We don't know much about it right now. So you gotta wait. I'm with you too until more details will get released, and I will share it with you in different videos. So the main point of this video, as I said, if you are a shareholder, only one, does not own a S corporation, does not pay himself or herself a salary from that corporation, and all your income is a draw on a K-1 form, you are not qualified for the PPP. However, please still apply with the bank and see. This is my suggestion. I don't know what's gonna happen. The bank rejected you, you tried. The bank got you and got you in process and you got the money. Who knows? This is my suggestion, just is totally and completely an opinion. It has nothing to do with any advice or any laws or anything. Just go right ahead, apply for it, and see what your bank say. Got the money, good for you. Use it to run and continue paying yourself, and whatever the reason you get the money for. If you get rejected, at least you tried and you didn't miss out on anything. Okay, it's not gonna hurt you to try, just to try. But this is how the self-employment tax interpreted. If you're not paying self-employment taxes throughout the 12 months, you're not qualified for the PPP. You pay it through the payroll, pay it through the Schedule C and Schedule SE, whichever the way, you will get it. If you're not qualified, and that not, it's on a K-1 through an income and a withdrawal. That's all I have for you today about this update, and I'm sorry for you all, but for the S corporation's owners, and thank you so much. I will see you in different videos, and by the way, after all the circumstances that we are in going away, I will start a series of videos to explain type of business, type of entity, how we start, what kind of business you could have started on the side as a side gig, or in general. I will educate and learn from you at the same time about the tax laws and issues, and how you can better approach issues for your businesses, and you'll be better prepared, if you will, at the end of the year when you're doing taxes, so you don't face with any unfortunate circumstances. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in different video very soon. Have a great day.